When Jordan Peterson first started talking about compelled speech and compelled use of pronouns, I remember people thinking, like, why do you care about this? This is like such a small issue with a marginalized group of people. Like, let them have their identity and use the pronouns they want. And I remember his warning, and I remember many other people like, this is going to spill over. Like this, if you can enforce this on a professor, like where does it go? How are you compelling it? Well, it means through violence or through police or through the fear of being arrested, the fear of having your job taken away from you. Like this is literally what happens when you use laws to compel people. And this is what he was worrying about. And I remember at the time being like, I hope he's wrong. Like, I hope it doesn't get that big. But now here we are, 7 years later.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Because there's also a difference between telling people they can't say something, which is what free speech suppression usually is, and that's bad enough, but then telling people that they have to say something.
Yes.
Compelling them to actually say something, putting words in their mouth and telling them that you have to say this. And it's not pronouns, it's not a small thing, because when you use the she for a he, you're not only being forced to say something, but you're being forced to express a belief that's not yours. I mean, it's like it's not much different from a dictatorship forcing someone to profess belief in a religion. It's forced conversion, basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to start somewhere small. It's just pronouns. It always starts that way. There's a reason why the left makes a big deal out of it. So anytime people on the right say, well, it's not a big deal, in response to the left making a big deal about something, well, they wouldn't be making a big deal about it if it wasn't a big deal.
My kid was going to school with a girl who was a they, them. She decided she was a they, them. And she demanded that they talk in they, them way. Like, you had to use, when you were referring to her as a plural. This girl wore makeup, dressed like a girl, just decided that she was a they, them, and would get angry if you misgendered her. And not calling her a plural.
What does that mean? So we have enough of a problem getting someone who identifies as a woman to tell us what a woman is, but
right. What's a they?
Yeah. What do you like? Describe to me the feelings of being a they. And also, by the way, the actual gender neutral pronoun for an individual is it. It's not they. So it's interesting that, well, nobody wants to be an it because it's dehumanizing.
Offensive.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to be a they. But yeah, if you're calling yourself non-binary, you have dehumanized yourself, because human beings exist in a sex binary, male and female. If you're rejecting that, you are rejecting your human identity.
And then maybe more importantly, one of the things that you're doing when you're doing that is you're giving people, especially if you do it to young people, you're giving them an opportunity to be special and to get special treatment without any special act. They haven't done anything that warrants that unique behavior.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. I think that's actually so much of this that and people don't notice it, but a lot of this is just standard narcissism.
Yes.
And then you listen to like Demi Lovato or whoever, and you listen to them explain why they're they them. It's always, well, I don't identify with these labels. I'm beyond that. I'm above that. It's like these labels were good enough for billions of humans before you, but it's not good enough for you. But you're so special that we need to change the rules of the English language for you specifically. It's incredibly egotistical.
It's bizarre. It's like, if you feel that you're different than everyone else, you're still a female. You're just a different human being who happens to be a female. If you're so unique, go prove it with your actions. Prove it with your work. Prove it out there in the world. But to demand this very special attention, if you give people that thing today, they'll tell, there's groups of people that will tell you, you're amazing, you're incredible, you're beautiful, you're brave. It gives them positive affirmation for making these decisions.